Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particular, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps with the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon. I've included a link in the description that'll take you directly to the product page, where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? It is an item that is absolutely perfect for summertime, or you can use it year-round because it is an ice cream maker. This is absolutely perfect if you want to make ice cream or gelato at home and not have all those extra ingredients. You can make your own pure ingredients. What you're going to get once you open it up. So this was sent by a company called BRIOBITE. It's going to come in this little box right here. Naturally, you're going to get a user manual that explains all the details we're covering in the video right here. Now this is really cool. You're gonna get a little recipe card. So this is gonna get you going, give you lots of flavor options. For example, there's a watermelon slushy, Coca-Cola slushy, mint ice cream, sugar-free ice creams. There's a pea ice cream, chocolate ice cream, pistachio, citrus. There's a ton of recipes, peanut butter, plain old vanilla, and then it's gonna break down the ingredients very easy. So for example, for the vanilla, you use 1 cup of whole milk or skim milk if you want a lower calorie. Then this is important, you need 1 cup of heavy cream. Then you're gonna need a 1/2 cup of granular sugar. And then for that vanilla flavor, you can use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or 2 pods of vanilla beans. And then it tells you basically the description down here. Now this thing, as you can see, here is the ice cream maker. It is nice and small. This thing does not take up a lot of space at all on the counter. And it's also very quiet when it is operating. It's going to be powered up with a USB to USB Type-C cable. This is because it has a built-in battery. It has a 2,600 mAh battery in here. What does that mean? You're gonna get about 3 uses out of it. It's kind of nice because you don't have to be tethered to an outlet, and you could also bring it around. So for example, if you wanna make ice cream upstairs out of a movie room or something, you could do that. Or if you wanna go outside in the backyard, you can do that. You could take it to your friend's house, etc., and you don't have to worry about power necessarily. But it's a very, very compact little device. Give you an idea of the size here. It's about 5 3/4 inches in diameter and about 10 1/4 inches in height. It does have some nice little rubber feet here on the bottom, which keeps it from sliding around and also helps with the sound of it. On the front, you'll see it does have this little plastic hopper. This is where you're gonna pour in the ingredients. It obviously comes out. Everything is super easy to clean with this device. Now, you will notice that it's gonna have multiple components. You got your top mixing component, you've got this little clear middle component, which slides in and locks in place, and then you have the base component with the little hands that makes it easy to lift up. So we'll go ahead and disassemble it so you can see how easy it is. So first off, you've got your little plastic ice cream mixer. Once again, easy to remove and put in the sink for cleaning. Then you've got your little plastic screen. Simply slide that off. Once again, easy to clean. Then you got your top element part and your bottom element part. Once again, very easy to reach in there and clean all of these. None of these are dishwasher safe components. They're all hand wash components, but I like how it comes apart in pieces. Now, what makes this work? Because you're not adding any ice cubes or anything like that to make the ice cream. You're gonna put the base station here in the freezer for at least 12 to 16 plus hours. And this is filled with kind of like those gel packs from that you maybe put it in your lunch. So it's gonna fill up and get nice and cold and solid. And then you're gonna be good to start making your ice cream or your gelato. Inside, it's got a nice metal interior here, so there's no plastic parts or anything like that. There's even a max fill line, so that way if you're putting too much in there. And then on the little lid here, they've got these little LED lights that tell you, when it's running. But then on the top is where the controls are. And there's only 2 options here. So you got a 25-minute run and then a 35-minute run. Obviously, if you're doing 25 minutes, that's gonna be a softer ice cream. The longer, it's gonna be a little bit harder ice cream. That also depends on how hot it is and around the environment it is. Also depends necessarily on your ingredients that you're utilizing. For example, if you're putting any alcohol in here, you're gonna need to run it longer because it takes longer to get colder. Now, there's also a little flap here at the top. That is where you're gonna plug in your USB-C to charge this up and basically get that battery nice and full. But it's very, very easy to use. It's a great way to make a nice treat at home. It produces about 1 quart of ice cream. That's the capacity of this if you go ahead and get it into 2 max. So if you are looking for a great way to make ice cream at home, this one is totally worth checking out. If there's something I haven't quite covered that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys take it easy. Later. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.